Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote up on me, yeah, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved.
Good afternoon. I'm back again. I haven't posted in so long. I have decided to make my videos this way. I will just shoot a video and just post it because I realized that I don't have time to edit videos and I don't have time to make it pretty. I will try in the near future. It's just that at this time is a bad time for me. I have too many things going on, lab work, so school stuff, and usually by the time I get done and I get home, I'm too tired to do anything or edit a video. So even though I have shot quite a few videos, which I would probably post at some point, I haven't edited them. I haven't made them look pretty. So it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know when I would, but when I get around to editing all of them, I would post it. I am going to be very serious with my channel this time, and I'm going to try my best to post as much as I can. So, but in the meantime, I'm just going to shoot whilst I do my makeup and talk about things that I care about, talk about my life, talk about experiences, what I'm going through at certain times in my life, and just talk because I like talking. And I love watching YouTube videos, and I just really want to be a YouTuber so bad. That's why I decided to do it this way. All right, I realized that I don't have an eyeshadow, a palette that I want to use, so I'll be right back. Got it. So what has been happening in my life? Quite a lot has been happening. I have been busy, I have been pretty occupied, and it's been a very challenging time for me, but I know that I will pull through. I always pull through. So today I finally had the time, and we finally had good weather to go take photos. I need photos. It's been ages, so I asked a friend if she would be available, and she said she was. So we're gonna go do a little photo shoot, and I'm wearing this. It's what is this? I don't even know Star Wars. I think it's a character in Star. It's a Star Wars t-shirt, and I have like this green corduroy pants. So if you want to see it, you go over to my Instagram and see the. Oh no, I used the wrong brush. I'm not sure what look I'm gonna do. All I know is I'm gonna do something a little dramatic and a little simple. So I'm gonna use this really angled brush to outline like a liner first. I went ahead and prepped my eyebrows. I used my favorite eyebrow pencil, thanks to my friend Minerva, Anastasia Beverly Hills. So she put me to it, and now I'm obsessed. All right, so back to the video. What has been going on? Like I said, quite a bit has been going on in my life. I had to adjust quite a lot of things, adjust my finances, adjust my schooling, sit down and think about everything that's going on. And actually, I want to talk about something important. I think that was Thanksgiving, which is Thursday, a few days ago. Thursday was like when? I met my friends. I met Ifia and a couple group of friends, and we were talking about, our lives, how everything that's going on. And we would have these meetings. We would just meet, eat, dance. We love to dance. Like, we all love to dance. Eat, dance, laugh, talk about stupid things, make fun of each other. And we got serious at some point, and I mentioned that I decided that from next year, February, which is my birthday, from next birthday, I was gonna celebrate, because I kind of stopped celebrating my birthdays, mainly because every year on my birthday I feel like I wasn't where I want to be in life, and instead of being happy that I've been I've been alive to see another year, I would be sad, and I would just be really, kind of like wishing, hoping things were different. Oh, I think that I did not do this. Is much better than this. What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna clean it. I will clean it. So instead of being happy for meeting or having to seeing another year, which is a privilege many people don't have, I would just mope around, and I would be very sad. I would feel like I would feel like I was a failure, like I wasn't where I want to be in life, because growing up I always had sort of an overview of what my life would be like. I would do this at certain ages. I would travel. When I get to my 20-something birthday, I would travel somewhere and celebrate it with friends or celebrate it with my family. And every year it wouldn't be that way. Or I would set myself goals and tell myself, oh, I'm saving to take a trip, or I'm saving to do this and do that. And it would never happen. So I would feel bad about it. I would just mope around on my birthdays and say, oh, I said I was going to travel here for this birthday, and here I am, don't have the money, I don't know what to do, blah, blah. And I would be sad and not celebrate my birthday and just do something simple, not for me, usually for friends. So it doesn't look like I really don't want to be here for my birthday. And if it just came off like I was complaining, which I realized I do a lot. I realized that as I got older, I would complain a lot about certain things. And the next day, which was Thanksgiving, I got a call from Fiifi. She's one I'm running the channel with. And I guess she thought she was thinking about me and thinking about what I said, saying that starting next year, I'm going to enjoy my birthday no matter what. And she said that I am in the position, I have an opportunity or opportunities that a lot of people would kill for. And I'm here at Mayo Clinic, a graduate student, getting a stipend. I don't have to work for my livelihood. I can depend on my stipend. And even though my situation is not ideal, or it's not where I wanted it to be, it is where God has placed me. And she went ahead she talked about it and would give me examples of people she has met or has, she's a nurse also at Mayo. And she talked about all those people, and she's like, she would tell me stories of people who have lost families due to COVID, and people who have lost everything because of one reason or the other. And she just said, I feel like you are missing the point. That's what she told me. You're missing the point of what a good life is. I have my family who I love. I have my parents, my dad and mom, and even though they're both not they're not in the position I want them to be, or I wanted them to be, they're both alive. They're both breathing. They're both with me, still there, supporting me. My parents have been my greatest support in life. They've given me everything that they have. My parents practically sacrificed having a house, sacrificed having big cars, just so their kids, would have the best education. We went to schools that we technically couldn't afford, But my dad saw it as a sacrifice for our future. And instead of building big houses or building a huge business, he invested in our education. And I guess I've always known that. That's the funny thing. But I just took that for granted. I would always complain as to why my life was so difficult, why I would have to use all the money that I save up, why was everything not going well for me. I would compare myself with other people, like this person has this person helping them out, or this person has a boyfriend who's there for them, this person has family who has money, this person. I would compare myself to other people, and I was missing what I had. And she told me that you, against all odds, against all the obstacles, against all the, the difficulties, all the financial hardships, you have been able to be here at Mayo. And I guess it hit me hard. It hit me like I just didn't think of it that way. I always thought, at this age, I would have enough money to support myself, buy a house for my family, I can go see my parents anytime I wanted to see. I would probably be married, driving a car, having my own house or something. I would have all that by this age, and I would feel sad, feel sorry for myself for not having it right now. And and she explained, and she said that I have everything. I have parents who are alive. I have a dad and a mom who basically gave up everything they wanted, their dreams, for me to be where I am. I am working at Mayo Clinic, which is a place that it's not easy for just everyone to get to. It's not a place where you can just wake up and decide, hey, I'm going to Mayo, and you apply and you get in. It's very difficult. And I'm an international student, which means it's even more difficult because there's not enough slots for international students. No, that did not come out well. Not slots. Not enough slots for international student. And here I am with all that, and apparently I wasn't grateful for it. And I guess it hit me hard. That night, after I spoke to her, I sat down in my room. I did not sleep. I sat down and I kept thinking about all those times, thinking about my life, thinking about where I've been, where I am now. And I realized that I really took stuff for granted. And I realized that because I wasn't grateful for those things, I was at the risk of losing it all. Because I kept complaining, because I kept wishing I had better things, because I kept thinking of all the obstacles that I had instead of thinking of the blessings that I had, it was affecting me. It was affecting me mentally. It was affecting me physically. It was even affecting my studies, because it would always be, oh, well, I'm an international student. It's not like I can apply for a grant, or I'm not given the same opportunities as everyone else. And it just really made me lose motivation. I wasn't motivated to do anything. Like it was just like, oh my God, why do I have to do this? I'm not even gonna get half of what everyone is getting. But I forgot the big picture. I forgot that there's a reason why God brought me here. And I forgot this prayer that I prayed before I got here. So I have always told people the year 2018, 2017, and 2018, these 2 years have been one of the most horrible, or probably the worst year of my life, the worst year that I ever experienced. And that was because it was just so tough. I graduated master's in 20. Yeah, by the way, I'm using my favorite palette these days, the Tarte Pro Tarteist palette. It smells like chocolate and looks pretty, and it blends amazingly. It's very pigmented, so it's like everything I like in a palette and a makeup. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna use this. It's a liquid eyeshadow, Fusion Crystal liquid eyeshadow. I've never used liquid eyeshadow, so I hope this works. I technically don't have time, so I'm just gonna put it all around like this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty. It is. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, the year 2018. 2018 was the year I graduated master's degree. And I moved home. I moved back to Nigeria to be with my parents and help them out. And I remember it started at the airport. I saw my dad. My dad was limping, and my mom had lost so much weight. And I remember just thinking, like, that was when I guess the trauma started. That's when everything started. I got scared. I was standing there and I just felt so sorry. I felt guilty. It was this immense feeling of guilt. It was like, oh my God, I need to get back on that plane and do something other than do science. Do something to take care of my parents. They deserve better than this. And then when we went home that day, I tried to hide it and pretend like I wasn't bothered. But for days, I couldn't stop looking at them. I realized that all their friends had deserted them. I would go through, like, it was just an interesting time. I would go through bouts of anger and then pity, self-pity. So it would always be like this. It would always be confusion. I would be confused. Then I would be angry. Then I would start looking for a solution. So I would just sit down at night and lay in my bed and just think about, well, what can I do? I can start a business. I can start doing YouTube videos. Oh my God, my camera is not good enough. Maybe if I do YouTube videos, maybe in a year it could be another source of income. Maybe I could, do that or look for a job whilst I'm here. What can I do? I cannot do anything apart from being or working in the lab. What else can I do? I technically can't do much. But it was just like my mind wouldn't rest. And I would be on the phone. I would Google stuff, how to do this, how to get money, how to do that. And it was a really difficult time for me. And I realized that my only option was to apply for PhD, for graduate school, get funding. And I'd already started applications then, but I hadn't really gotten any response except one, which was in Germany at the Max Planck Institute. And it would take months. So that was like my only hope. And I would tell myself, I need this. I don't have a choice. And find a way to save enough money to make sure that Germany happens. I still try to apply for funding to get extra money I wanted to set my parents up before I left. I didn't want to leave them in that situation. So I was trying to find the best possible way. Then my only hope, which was Germany, didn't work out because there was some misunderstanding with the visa. I had to get a work visa, and I guess I went on a bad day. The lady who was interviewing me wasn't in the brightest of moods, and She basically just, anyway, that's another story. So I lost that. I couldn't go to Germany, and I had to apply for Mayo because luckily my PI decided to move to Mayo, and he said if I won, I could try, and if I get in, then it would be great, and I would be at Mayo. So it was like after a year of applications, I still have to start again and apply again. So it was hard. I eventually moved to Ghana. I'm gonna use a little bit of the green to the outer corner of the gold. It's very simple makeup, but a little dramatic, and that's what I was going for. So this is how it looks like. It's very, very pretty. Yeah, so then I moved to Ghana because, well, I had to go to Ghana anyway to reapply for the German visa, and thinking that I would still be able to, but that didn't work out. I went to Ghana. I had no place to stay, so I had to live with my cousins and her family. And even though it was a very great opportunity, it was just like, it just was a constant reminder that I had failed. It was just, oh, look at my life. Every morning I was just like, oh, look at my life. Oh, look at my life. I don't even have a place of my own. I don't even have a boyfriend. Everyone is having fun except me. Everyone is wearing nice hair except me. I have to think about not only myself, I have to think about my family, I have to think about siblings, I have to think about that. And I was like, oh my God. And I would have panic attacks, like serious panic attacks. I would be sleeping and my heart would skip a beat so hard that I would wake up and just, it's always two things. Either I start crying or I can't breathe, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be here and be a failure after everything I've been through. Why is my life like this? Why am I always having to go through so many problems when it seems to be so easy for everyone else? See, that was the problem. I kept comparing myself to everyone else. I kept saying, it's easy for this person, it's easy for that person, it's not easy for me. Why isn't it easy for me? Why can't things be easy for me? And that was not the right mindset that I had to be in at that situation, but it was the mindset that I had. So my best friend Pamela, she is the best human being. I would call her and she would talk to me and she would remind me where I am and remind me of all the good things I have. And you know, I forgot about the little good things that I had. Even though we did not have money, we were never really sick. We were healthy. My siblings were healthy. My dad was healthy. Even though I had nowhere to go, I had an uncle who was willing to take me in. So I had a lot to be grateful for, but I wasn't seeing it. And Pamela would remind me, she'd say, even though Germany didn't work, I still got in. People don't get in. A lot of people don't get that opportunity, but I did. She would say, even though you don't see the blessings now, you would see it soon. Don't worry. Apply to Mayo Clinic. I believe in you. You will get in. And I applied. And when I applied, I remember the night I got my application, my offer letter, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited, and I prayed. I was like, oh Lord, thank you for this. I am so grateful. I will thank you every day for the rest of my life. And I was like, oh well, this means that God wants me to be in the U.S. Even though I never saw myself living in the U.S., He brought me here. So I was determined to make the good out of it. I knew that I had to make sure to make this opportunity work for me. But I kept forgetting the main thing. I kept forgetting the blessings, and I got so traumatized by the events of that year that every time I was gonna start something, when I was gonna apply for the visa to the US, when I was gonna apply for whatever, my mind would tell me that it would not be easy to do. And I would just tell me, oh, I have a feeling I've been through so much and nothing has been easy for me. I just know that it's not gonna work out as well. Oh, what if it this? What if that? What if this? Oh my God, my heart is mad. And then I would go back to that. My life is hard. I cannot do this anymore. And I realized that I was losing the main events. I was losing the main things, the main blessings that I had. I had everything given to me by my parents at the expense of their own happiness, of what they wanted. Even though I have been taken advantage of, I am someone who has had amazing friends. Like, it's funny how even though I have been, quote unquote, been betrayed and taken advantage of, it's never been by people who have been so close to me. It's been by people who are just there, who are in my life for just a season, just a moment. And those who love me and care for me, people that are around me, they really, really supported me. It's funny even thinking about it now. I have had amazing friends. Like, I remember one time my younger sister or brother telling me that I've not had the blessing to have friends like you do. I have Pamela. I had Mariam was my friend in undergrad for a long time. Always been supportive. I have had so many friends who've been there. My cousin Clara was very supportive to me. She tried to make my stay very, very interesting, very comfortable. I would follow her around to places and she wasn't annoyed by that, which I'm so grateful for. When I came to the US, I met a group of friends that are just so good. Lindsay, Minerva, Kalpana, Karen. Then my Ghanaian squad. I have Ifia, Elsie, Barbara, my lab, which I love, and I get along with everyone so well. Very great people that I work with. But I keep forgetting the main reason. I keep forgetting all those things. All right, I am going to moisturize my face now. I'm going to use the Waterfall Saturday Skin Waterfall Moisturizer. It's lightweight, and I like to use it when I'm wearing makeup because it's not very tacky. I think I must have used a lot. So the trauma from the events of 2018 and 2017, actually, it started in 2017, 2018, changed my mindset. And you would think that it would make me reminisce and say, hey, I've come a long way, I should be grateful for it. But all it did was scare me, and I dwelled on the negative too much to be able to see the positive. And I kept complaining about how my life wasn't going where I wanted. And because of that, I wasn't enjoying my birthdays where I used to growing up. I kept comparing myself with other people, kept thinking that I was a failure. But I am in a position that a lot of people would kill for, a lot of people are praying for. And I was at the risk of losing this opportunity because I wasn't grateful for it. I was pretending like I was entitled to it. I was pretending like it was my right, that I had to be here because I had worked hard. I am here because it's my destiny, it's my fate. But I forgot that that's not how it works. I forgot that God was the one who brought me here. not myself. That even though I worked hard, I asked him to get me to the place that he wants me to. I asked him to put me in this situation, and he did. But I didn't see it that way. Realize that my lips is crusty and I need some glow. It's a Fenty Beauty lip balm, my favorite. And I realized I am actually at the risk of losing these things that I have. So it was just like God brought Ifia, gave her the right words, gave her the right, gave her a vision to talk to me and tell me that I am losing my time. I am wasting time worrying about things I have no power over. And that's the reason why everything is not working out, because my mind has just been so backwards that it's not working. And it was just like, aha, look at that. I just used the Dr. Brand Illuminizing Primer. I'm trying to hurry up because I'm late. I'm going to use the eyeshadow on I'll use eyeshadow primer on my laugh lines because I talk and laugh a lot. As you can see here already, I've already talked for about 20 minutes to keep it there. Alright, let's hurry up. Today I'm going to use the Lancome foundation. I am in the shade 520S, 520 Suede. It took me, I'm using 2 pumps. I want to try this new concealer and foundation routine, but I'll try it next time because I'm scared it might not work out. Yeah, and I am so grateful for Ifia for being the voice of reason and for being the messenger, for telling me to stop being traumatized and dwelling on the negative and be grateful for all the positives that I have. I don't know, would 2 pumps be enough? I don't know. I need to wash my brushes. I've been telling myself that for a week now, and I still didn't do it. I need one more teensy tiny pump because I need to do my neck and this side of my face. So I'm just gonna do that, do that, do that, do that. It might look like it's too light for me, but it's not, because I think it oxidizes and it just gets to my real skin tone. Plus, I realize the back of my neck here is much darker than every part of my body. I don't know why. Okay. So these days, what I do is, well, first of all, I do have, I have a shrink. I have someone that I talk to quite often about life and about what I'm thinking and what I could do. And I decided to also get the help of a financial advisor. Mayo Clinic has student services where you can talk to a wellness coach about mental health, meet that person on a regular basis. There's also resources at the finance office to, help with budgeting and how to take care of yourself, finances, and save. And since I have decided to have a fun, jolly birthday early next year, I am trying to save for it and also save for my parents. So, yeah, I like my makeup. I hope you like it too. Look, it's cute. I saw it on this girl on YouTube, and I just decided that this was my look for my photo shoot. I have to hurry. All right, next, concealer. Let's do this, concealer. So I am gonna try. It's not gonna be easy to change your mindset into just stop complaining overnight, but I've decided to try. I've done this thing where I've written out everything I'm grateful for, and I've put it by my bed, and ever since that night I have been reading it aloud every morning. I'm grateful for my family. I am grateful for my great friends. I am grateful for life, for being able to wake up and breathe. Grateful for good health. Grateful for my mom. Grateful for my siblings. Grateful for the opportunities. Grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful for being able to go out and come out without any problem. Grateful for my lab, grateful for my PI, the people that I work with, the friends that I have. Grateful for the opportunities, being able to travel to Turkey, travel to Germany, travel to be in Nigeria, to be able to live in Ghana. Grateful for my cousin, grateful for, you know, I've written them all down, and I am using that to remind myself that I have so many things to be grateful for, and I need to stop worrying about the things that I don't have and just think about what I do have and try to live with that and be grateful for it and move past the bad things. This is very hard because it's very dark. So what I've been doing is just tiny dots, just so it's not too much. Yeah, just so it's not too much. So hopefully I will be able to change my mindset and change the way I see things. I'm letting my under eye concealer set because dry a little bit before oh, I like this. This is quite easy. Before I blend it out, and then, yeah. So I hope you guys bear with me. The videos will be long. I wanted to, my first plan when I started the channel was to have 5-minute or 10-minute makeup videos, but I realized I like to talk, and it's very hard to edit when you film like an hour video and now you have to edit it to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's not easy. So I decided to just, I think I'm onto something. Look at that. I used to put a lot and it would be so difficult to blend, and this is blended. I'm using a Firma brush. It's called a contour brush. I got it in my Ipsy box a few months ago. I just never used it, and these days I decided to just use it. Oh, I like this. Look. Wait, let me drag this a little bit here. This one is a little bit. This could, I don't know. How does it look? Do I need to put, oh, I was gonna put, next time, I was gonna put like a glittery base, but I guess these always next time. Let's do just a little bit so I can drag it down like this as well. I'm late. I am late. Oh, I'm liking this. Then I'm gonna use my damn beauty blender. Put my setting mist. I think I need to get another setting spray. I don't think this is like a setting spray. And now that we are in the era of wearing masks and I have to wear a mask on the bus, I need to go get like a really good setting spray. Oh, now that it's Black Friday, I would check it out and see if I can afford one. Okay. Oh yeah, it does make a difference when you let it dry. It blends nicer. It blends easier. It's just like you don't have to do much. You just have to like push it in. I wonder what I'm gonna put under my eye. Do I do a green or should I do a different color, like, or just do like a black? I think I would do a black because I'm going for an editorial look. Yes, I got a nose ring. I got a nose ring. It was just one of those days. I am someone, when I decide to do something, I just do it. Sometimes I'll have doubts and I'll go back and forth. But the moment I sit down and think about it, I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to do this, so I would do it. And I did it, and I don't regret it because honestly, look, it looks so good. I like it. I really like it. Okay. I'm going to use my contour brush to just clean out this side because I had to drag it up a little. All right, that's it. And I don't have time, so I have to. All right, I'm going to use the back of my brush to blend the two lines here. This seem to be, yep. And there we have it, folks. I'm gonna set. Concentrating on this region because we have to wear a mask and it's gonna ruin it. All right, so whilst I'm waiting for this to dry, I'm gonna glue my lashes.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah? I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah? I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Frozen, neck is frozen, catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling, check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah.
I have this tart. Very pretty. Just that powder, and I use it just to set that concealer part and set my entire face again, because in the era of mask, you just have to like press it in. I like it. I really think it's pretty. That's so pretty, and purple is my favorite color. So in the era of wearing masks, we press and we look powdery. This is going with me. This is what I'll use for my touch-up. I have to look powdery. Okay, so I have a nice shadow going on. Next is blush and highlighter, and then I'm done. So for blush, I'm using, of course, my Sephora Pro palette, which is the only palette that I love. I said palette. The only palette that I love. I'm gonna go for the orange shade. It's called After Party. Is actually my favorite blush. I think orange blush looks good on dark skin. So I'm going for that. Look at that, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Yay. Don't mind me. I love makeup. Makeup makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. And I feel like no matter what I do, I like to bring blush up here. I don't know, it just makes me look good. Well, no matter what I do, no matter how, sometimes I feel like, oh, I made a mistake or I missed a step. It still just comes up looking good if you know how to fix it. And that's what I love about makeup. It gives you the confidence you need. Makeup by Joanna. All right, now that we're done with that, I am going to take this palette with me. I'm going to use actually I'm going to use a highlighter here. It's much more out there. I'm going to use LA. It's a very golden highlighter. And I am going with this brush and going with this palette. I'm done. I have exhausted all my time, so I'm on my way to take the photos. And thank you so much for listening to me rant. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you didn't, that's okay, but I think I'm just going to do it like this from now on. And have a wonderful week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you like my videos. And yeah, I will post some of the pictures that I take today. Bye.
Change my mind. If you love me, baby.